This can't be a keep, right? It's got 3 mana, but it can't be a keep. It's just too much. It's 3/5 drops at nothing before then. I mean, today is not my day. I mean, what? What the fuck, dude? Today is not my day. I don't think since I started playing I've had hands as bad as I've had today. Every single time it's been mana screw. I should have just kept the first hand. Like, I should have just trusted what was going to happen and just kept the first hand. None of the others were keepable, and even this one, to be fair, wasn't keepable. When I go mulligan again, I just lose anyway. Although blue-white approach looks like I kind of just need to draw mana every turn now, and even then my hand isn't good. I'm playing with like a 4-card disadvantage or something. Can't take anything that doesn't land. Oh god, it feels so bad to play these kind of games out. You just kind of want to concede and go next. I've had 6 games, and 4 of those have been mana screws. One that I actually won, but I had 3 straight losses just to mana screw. Doesn't have a counterspell in there.
Show me what you can do. There with me.
Unless he hit end turn, he didn't have a counterspell in him. Which is kind of weird. I guess it makes it likely he has a cast out, etc. instead then, but both options feel like complete dog. There are 2 of them. One is play Shalai now to an empty board, which I think is actually better. Just have to sack Shalai to deal with people. If I play Wrath Capuchin next turn and he cancels it, then he gets to kill Gideon for free and I miss a turn. It's not doable. Was originally what I was gonna do, but I think I'll take this trade if he offers it. Unless he swings for face, then I'll let him do it. But I don't think it's likely. Gee, thanks, stay hydrated, bot. Company and this low dealer.
Count on a rematch.
He land. I didn't get it. I only did that because he only had 2 mana available. I can't really bluff anything, so Bluffkeeper's kind of impervious to anything I can bluff. Although again, if he swings for face and doesn't kill the Ship's Mage, I will just let him do that, and I'll play the Lyra on his turn or something, but I don't really, yeah. Today is not my day. Not over yet, just because we can drop a Lyra next turn if we get land. I mean, what the fuck, dude? I hate this game so much sometimes. think it's safe to say it's over now, but because he should just hold his mana and just swing. I guess he's playing around Seal Away, but I mean, even so, he should just hold his mana and swing with Gift Leaper. Slowly trickle me down. If he holds mana for counter spells, I can't do anything. Shouldn't be able to win from this position unless he screws up. But it happens a lot. So I'll play it out. He actually didn't swing with either of them. Why? What was his reasoning for not attacking with Glyph Keeper? Not sure he had one, to be honest. I need to draw land, and this is the only guaranteed way to get land from this. I mean, I wouldn't have drawn it anyway. It's actually ridiculous. So I'm 18 cards deep with 5 land. Well, actually, 4 land. Because as counter, it doesn't really count. This deck runs 26 land, by the way. Basically means I have 20 land left in this, 22 land left in this deck. I can't ever swing with Lyra because it's Seal Away. So. Do I play Teferi and see what happens? I think if I don't, I have no comeback mechanics, so it's probably getting cancelled, but if I don't, I have no way back in, so I'm gonna have to do it. I can't play with like a 5-card disadvantage against a board that's better than mine. The only problem with that is I don't have any more Teferis because we had to throw them away because we drew them. We had 2 Lyras, 2 Teferis in hand with 4 mana. Oh, what is wrong with my RNG today? I mean, I guess this is payback for the other day where I just had like straight win after win after win. Eventually we'll draw a Cast Out or an Excellence or something for Lyra, and then we'll have a problem. Or another Angel of Sanctions, I guess, would do it. Can I tap this to get my Teferi back? I kind of want to test it. I've never actually done that before. I don't think it should work because the effect's already gone off, but I kind of want to see, so I'm just gonna do it. I don't know. I mean, this is probably a loss anyway, so I'm kind of just gonna see. Pay to win? That's me. I don't think. That doesn't work, it just taps with it, it just taps in. Alright, I wasn't sure. think this game has always been pay to win in some essence, to be fair. Although I could have held it for seal away. I can hold on for a while, awkwardly, but I don't really think my winning conditions are there. Having lost both the fairies already. Guess I haven't as well. But hey Bogdo, what's up? Bad games, bad games. Seems like wherever I go I'm unlucky at the moment. Still better than Battle Cup last night. Well, I wasn't playing it, so I guess so. At least I mean, they won. Wait, did they win one? Oh, they won one. I won one. it's pretty much the same. Before cancel my cancel. Oh, called it. Okay, look, small problem. Hopefully he forgot about Silver and Kitchen Horror, but I don't think he did, so... it's ridiculous. Why can't we just have good luck for one of these games? I'd actually settle for just average luck. I mean... what the fuck? Or like a 3-turn clock, or I guess like... more like a 2-turn clock, because it can swing with 2 of them. Not letting go to settle once and then next turn over. We were on the back foot from the very start of the game. Kinda surprised we lasted as long as we did. Yay! Alright, can you deal with the second one? Or can you buy me more turn, Miss Lyra, please? Buy me more turn. Buy me more time, sorry. I require more time. I don't see us winning. I literally don't see the way, but... but I'll settle for it. I mean, Lyra, I think this, and then I've got bits of memory available, I guess, and then I've also got... actually, never mind, I've got a few things that can back into this, I guess. I have some answers. I have, like, cards and things. I guess I have ways to get back in, but just not very many of them. Not too sure what his reasoning is for not bringing back the Anointing Priest. I guess there's no purpose to doing it, but couldn't hurt. Oh, we can combo. Oh, okay. We have a play. We finally have a play. Oh god, we finally have a play. Okay, so next turn we can seal away Merfolk, the Angel of Sanctions, which gets me back.
Virtue will always triumph.
You. Okay. I see the way out. It's possible.
I've got you.
We can still win. We can do it. Okay, so we have Merfolk Trickster and Seal Away on the Angel of Sanctions. Gives me back my, I guess, my Wrath Capuchin. It's like, not doable. Or we can do the same thing to Little. I don't see it. It's kind of an awkward stalemate.
Not if I can help it.
Losing Teferi sucks. Like, if I just had one Teferi on the board. I think Khan is my best draw. Teferi is okay, but not Teferi, sorry. Nezahal is okay, but I still can't swing with him. I think Khan's the only thing that starts to give me board advantage. Any counterspell would be fine as well, I guess. It just really sucks losing Teferi like that. Alright, we have Khan. Cancel. I mean, the thing is, he probably has the same answers we do. Like,
Until you have lived as a statue, do not talk to me of pigeons.
it's just
Good choice.
such a stupid line.
Stand down.
One of us has to get bored eventually. I've been bored for an hour, so the odds are it comes to me first. I have to get past this board somehow, and the only way I can clear it is with Settle, which he knows I have. And my only way of going past his board is dead. And if he runs approaching here somewhere, then I just lose eventually, because I'll draw it and I'll win. So I know I don't win. Uh-oh. It will just seal this away. I think the only way back into this is me committing to memory, because he's not going to do it for me. Oh,
Your patience is rewarded.
I don't think so.
The choices we make reveal who we are.
You hold no power over me.
So I have a couple of options next turn. If I Play Trickster, I can tap this before he does anything. He swings with it, I can also double block. I don't really want to do that. He should be swinging more than he is, but he's not. So I will just tap this down. Tap this out this turn, so we can go. Missed the draw there.
Well chosen.
I think I'll be committing at the end of this turn.
That's enough.
I'll block Wrath with Wrath. I will commit at the end of his turn. If he doesn't do that, then I will commit this at the end of his turn. I'll finally have memory available to get me out of this horrible fucking mess and get Teferi's back into my deck. A Sworn Field of Ruin put in the silver counter. Maybe not. I don't know. So let's see what he does here. If he does anything. It's not going to. So we will commit this. Roll. Else. So we can memory here to put the Teferi back in our deck. Seems like it's okay. It's an option for us anyway. Action turn this around. Give him his counter spells back though. That's out. On what? So I don't really know where it's going, so I've got to assume it's going somewhere useful. If it's taking my Benalia out, then that's kind of bad. Because they can swing pretty freely this turn. In the immortal words, I think I'm just memorying here. But is there anything that I want to do first? Do I want to draw first? Or do I want to just memory off the bat? See what happens. This gets cancelled, we've got an issue. Alright, not bad. So we have multiple lines of play here. Start with Khan.
Are you certain of your decision?
He's smarter than me, Lyra, because he knows I can't play it. So...
You hold no power over me.
Swinging with the knights here. Depending on what he blocks with. Can't block with anything without it dying, so... Looks like we're just getting 8 damage in. So... We might of course settle the wreckage. Not sure. Either or, I think what I'm doing is Teferian. Okay. So actually pull it off. Just letting it hit. I think I'm just letting him do it. It's gonna return my Wrath Capuchin, which is awkward. It's gonna let him embalm the shit, but we'll clear up the board a little bit. See if Nezahal can win us the game. Okay. He's gonna have a turn to swing here. Get 3 damage through if he wants to, otherwise... Well, he can have a big turn here no matter what. I just need to get back to my Teferis somehow. And I need him to play Angel of Sanctions before then.
Ooh, who's that handsome devil?
Thanks to follow Wasserpin. Yeah, Wasserpin, I guess. Probably butchered that, but thanks for the follow, my dude. Oh god, he got his. Oh, okay.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
Okay. Problems. 10-year match, he says.
You need to take a time out.
Bye, Gideon. Oh, I can't. So all goes back to the tempo we lost at the start by just not having a good draw. Every single game today has been exactly the same. Or like, that's not true. Six games, 4 of them have been mana screwed. Still not a good record, I guess.
I will be better prepared next time.
Problem is, from here I don't really have a good play. Even if I draw my own Teferi, I have to send back his Teferi. Well, the thing is, I'm probably walking into Settle the Wreckage next turn, so I think I have to test it. He's also going to have counter spells up. I don't think I have a way back into this at all.
Oketra, watch over me.
This saves us Teferi from my other play as well. I was going to swing with both Merfolk Tricksters. Unless he goes for the Emblem and fucks up, I guess. But
I don't think so.
yeah, so this saves him from anything. Even if I draw my Teferi here, I don't think it's enough, and it's not Teferi anyway. So from here, I don't really see the way back in. I can draw Nezahal with Orazka, letting me play it, but then he can bomb it with those sanctions. Seal away the Glyph Keeper, but it won't work if I don't do something else for it first, so I have to Blink of an Eye for... Blink of an Eye, Seal away, playing as a whole. It gets exiled, I'll have to discard some cards. I'll have mana for nothing. I think that's still my play though. Still draw the card. I should have drawn the card if I did it. It's not a mistake. Ugh. Now the problem I have here is just need another turn of full mana with Teferi up as well. That's 2 Archibraskas.
Hurry! Just gonna like this for 3. Chooses to. Might be wary of Silhouette. The thing I'm worried about though is he has all his cancels back, so he has 4 cancels. Won't work on as a whole, which is good. So I think as a whole is my play.
He has to Gideon one, yeah, I was gonna say, he has to Gideon one of them, otherwise
You
I'll
hold
swing
no
both.
power over
Chance
me.
getting to Fairy if it forces a settle or if it forces to seal away or something, that's fine. 10-year game. Yeah, it's blocking out anyway. But, getting as a whole, we get Gideon. We're playing as a whole this turn no matter what, and I think we pass. Let's see. Might just flip as a whole back to my deck, but if he does, he'll lose to Fairy. I think more likely is he goes for Angel of Sanctions to try and exile it, and then I'll have to discard cards. But that's okay. There's no other line of play for us that works out. So, discard, discard, discard. Is it? Keep mana open. This keeps. This is likely getting cancelled, but. Forces to cancel, at least get a card draw off of it, which is fine. And we'll hold the land in hand so we can discard it. Card draw, it's fine. Discarding these anyway, so it doesn't matter now. So, you might flip as a whole backward to Fairy. If he does that, I have to let him do it. It kills us to Fairy, which is a fair exchange, I think. If he goes for an Angel of Sanctions, I'm going to have to exile myself to save him. Cast out would also result in the same thing. And basically anything that removes as a whole, I'm going to have to discard cards for. Go for it again. Problem is, it doesn't have cancels for it. There's only one down. It's running 4 that we saw last time, so we can expect 4 to 5.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
So I think I don't really know how we ever get to Fairy down. Jam him and pray, but I don't think it's very likely. Missing one cancel out of the 4 that we saw last time in 30 cards doesn't seem very likely we'll get him down.
Not on my watch.
It's almost like a null chance that we'll get it there. I think we have to almost try and just hope that we can retort. Now that we've drawn that, I think we have to try. We're basically playing for not having 2 cancels, so if he has 2 cancels, we have a big problem. We can cancel his first one. He's actually drawing for them. That's insane. I guess he doesn't run that many. I guess we saw all the cancels before. If he doesn't draw one, then we're kind of in a good spot. We can send his Teferi back. We can then start playing with our Teferi with Oath of Teferi. Which, if he doesn't cancel this, I'll definitely play. Because it means he doesn't have a cancel available. He actually doesn't have a cancel available. Now if he does, we can cancel it anyway. Oh, this is very good for us. Very, very good for us.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
I think maybe I should have
Let's skip to the
sent his
good
Teferi back, but... So now, not letting him get one more use out of Teferi for an extra Wizard's Retort for us, and I think that's worth it. I think that's really worth it for us. We're going to have our Oath of Teferi out next turn, so we can send this back and then bring our Teferi back for a more draw, and we're in a pretty good spot if he doesn't have a way to deal with it, i.e. if he doesn't have a cast out or an Excellence available. He can't really remove Teferi any other way. So he might flip it back into my deck, but that's okay with us, I think. Oh god, what a game. So I have 3, 7, 8, 9 mana available, which means if I cast this for 5, I only have 1 Wizard's Retort available. Is 1 enough? I think 1's enough. He didn't have a cancel, so if he's drawn 1, then he's drawn 1. It's kind of something we have to play around. If we get the draws, or we have a chance of getting them. So we have 1 Wizard's Retort available here. Cancel something. I wish we had our Wrath Capuchin down still. That's 2. I think maybe it might have been greedy to let his Teferi stay one more turn, but it definitely was. I should have just removed him. Just the Teferi on it. And I thought about it immediately. I don't know why. I like automatically went to use the first one without thinking about it. I think the odds are he sends my Teferi back for a kill. Okay, I think
Let's take it back.
this is fine. I mean, he's trading his Teferi to just put mine back to a few turns, which is okay by me. Especially as I can kind of draw to him anyway.
Not if I can help
Anyway,
it.
so I don't know why he's doing this. I guess it's still to give him a chance to attack, but I think he should be trying to blink me with Wrath. Because he needs to put me on a timer, unless he's running approach. If he's running approach, he doesn't need a timer. But Vizier of Many Faces. Although we could cancel it, he would just embalm it. So I think we have to accept this is going to get done as a whole. I don't think there's too much we can do about it. I believe we must just play slow until we get our Teferi back and then we send this away. Once we have our Teferi back, everything gets better. So, or if we draw our other one, which I think we can still do, right? I think I lost track of this game, but I'm pretty sure we have one more. And if we use our counter spells there, then we just don't have them available for any actual threat that we need to deal with. Okay, so I think we're just passing. As slow as that turn seems. We have 18 mana on board to play with, so we can cast everything if we need to. He's gonna double our Ascaris here. I think he should. I mean, if he loses Nezahal, like he loses Nezahal, the more cards he has to put on the board, the better. He's gonna slowly burn through my answers. I think given the option, I would block Nezahal with mine, but I would need to get rid of Gideon first to do that. So we're waiting for Teferi, I think, still. I think when we get Teferi, actually send back Gideon and not Nezahal. Because it's just going to sacrifice cards to rewind it. Oh god, this looks rough to win. Because the amount of card draw he has, I think we have to mill him. Oh no. I'm gonna have to discard these 3 for Nezahal. Or I can blink him an eye back. That works too. If he cancels, we'll just exile it, but this is fine. Throw out a Teferi this way. Excellent misses. What is supposed to be back? I thought once you targeted something, you couldn't do that again. Or was I wrong? I thought once you targeted something with this... Not sure if I could see that wrong. Sometimes the targeting needs, but I was sure when I checked he was targeting Nezahal. I saw like the white line go towards it. I didn't think you could retarget once you'd already chosen the target of a spell. This is awkward for us, but maybe I'm wrong. It's awkward because if Mr. Ferry hits the board, we have an issue. This was the reason he sacrificed his other one. It's like Mr. Ferry doesn't have boards. We dealt with Mr. Ferries at least. And we have ours available. We have to put Nezahal down first for extra draw in case he plays cancels. So, now here's the big play. Can he cancel my Teferi? He knows it's here.
I am not going to sit this one out.
So, we're drawing once. Sure. And I think we're pinging
You know
Nezahal
what?
back.
I'm not done yet.
Because it can get through me. Although maybe bringing Ashalai is the best play. This is a strange play, but it basically forces him to draw into the excellence again to get to my Shalai before he can do anything. I think this is an okay play. It stops him from being able to Gideon target my Nezahal, which stops him from being able to swing past it.
You need to slow down.
It also means technically we could swing with Nezahal here, like... We need to. See, this is definitely targeting Nezahal. See it. So if this now switches target to something else... I mean, it has to be targeting Shalai, because... I mean, that's just a bug, though. Like, I just realized, like, it has to target Shalai. Or Oath of Teferi. I mean, I just punted that so hard, but... Oh, I just punted that so hard. You can't target Nezahal with fucking... Ah! So bad. So he can draw back to his Excellence Binding now, which will allow him to bind Shalai again. Yes, another one. And I'm pretty sure I'm just dead here on it. I mean, I'm forced to use spells, basically. But
That's enough.
this plays quite a few this game. You know, the funny thing is, this game can go on even longer. If by somehow I can recover, he can commit to moving himself to back in the game.
Prepare to defend yourself. I've got you.
He runs 2 commit to memories. I think the best play we have is to try and deck him by casting all of our spells on the turn and seeing what goes through.
Because even if we cast them, draw a card. Yeah, he doesn't have a may draw a card. He has to draw a card. So we could maybe deck him. It seems like that's our best chance of winning. We can force 4 draws, which means we need to wait for him to go down to 3 cards. But I think he'll probably memory before then. But if he doesn't, it's our only way of really dealing with it. So.
Stand down.
Of course, we know he runs 4 counter spells. Only seen 2. So he's holding 2. I mean, if I do it again, he's just gonna... So he chooses Rough Capuchin. Odds to Teferi not getting counted pretty low. We have him again, so it's not big to get over. One more copy. Getting closer to forcing him to deck himself.
Virtue will always triumph.
But it feels like a century ago that I played that card. He's still only on the 2nd proc. Okay, so we know the play. We need him to drop down to 3 cards, and then we
There
play.
with me.
Actually, we have mana now, so deck him from 5. If he, so when he draws, okay. So when he draws, we're basically, yeah. When he draws, we're gonna deck him. Can't play anything. He can't play sorceries at instant speed. So if he doesn't commit immediately, we're gonna try and deck him here after fucking Jesus Christ this game. Actually, I can't cast Seal Waves, can I? Oh no, because they're binding. Oh my god, we have a problem. So I need to deck him down to lower cards than that. He needs to get down to 2. He needs to get down to 1 card. Oh, the plan doesn't work. He's not going to let himself go down to 1 card. We could have done it if he hadn't used it on one of our Seal Aways. Like, what are the odds, dude? Ixalan's binding on Seal Away. There's 1 in the game. Oh, it's unfortunate. We have to let that hit. Unless he swings with something else. It's a 3, 6, 8. Yeah, okay, so now we'll settle, but he's gonna have a counter spell for it. At least one, possibly two. He should have 2 counter spells here. Can't really stop him doing it. And we're also losing our plan of decking him because we're gonna force him to draw. He's still gonna have cards available. What a game though. I mean, I punted up pretty badly twice here. Pretty big fuck ups. Although I didn't really just know the interactions of the cards more so. And we played the game this in depth with focus. Just draw one of my own counter spells. I didn't. But this doesn't matter who wins. I mean, I think the odds of him not having a counter spell are 1 in a billion. He should have them. I mean, we've seen them, so we know he has them. Although we know that they might have been Supreme Wills. I'm not sure how many cancels we actually saw. We've guaranteed to have seen this entire deck at this point. Okay, we're hit. So I guess they were Supreme Wills. Is this game about to reset again? We're going for a reset? Okay, can we force him to draw 3 cards here? 1, 2... We might be able to do it! We might be able to force him to draw 3 cards. We can play 2. These are non-creature spells. And we can draw with Teferi to see if we get another non-creature spell. And if we do, we can deck him.
No time for a break.
Oh! Yes. Okay, let's get Khan down first. I think we deck him here, if we get lucky, right? We need something to cancel on there. Either way, we can force him to draw next turn with. We're gonna mill him. Oh, feels pretty good.
I have faced worse than the likes of you.
And copying my Nezahult and not playing commit there
Not if
lost
I
in the
can
game.
help it.
Our play worked! At least I think this is how this works. He should deck himself now, right? And he loses when he tries to draw next turn, because he's got no cards to draw. God, what a good game, though. If this works, anyway.
I'll make use of that later.
What a fucking game! What a game! Oh god, it was